Ladies and gentlemen, it's finally time to witness Death Note. I know a lot of you guys have watched it because this is a legendary old classic, but again, for me to explain to you, I've only watched One Piece, Naruto, and Bleach growing up, rewatching it over and over again. I literally watched no other anime, therefore I missed so many timeless classics such as Steins Gate that we got to cover in this channel. Already checked the playlist out. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, one of these days, man, I'm just begging. I keep putting that in the polls to see if people are gonna vote for it, but it's not time just yet. But Death Note finally made it in, and here we go. I know some things about this show, like the memes. I think the overall premise is like a guy who like kills people using literally a note of death, but that's pretty much it. Let's check out the first episode of Death Note. The zesty ass pose with the eating of an apple in the background sound. What the hell was that? Why fucking bro posing like a model and I hear a little bite sound? Kind of zesty. Whoa. Why do I feel like I should be saying Shinra Tensei when I hear this background music? Kind of sounds like Pain soundtrack, you know? Ohayo Tensei. Where the hell are we? The Shinigami realm, death gods. These are gods of death? They look like a bunch of bums, not gonna lie. That's Ryuk. I mean, he's always... I know this guy from... he's always with, like, the main character. I thought he was, like, his JoJo stand. But there was also a picture of Donald Trump holding up the Bible, but upside down. And someone, like, put Ryuk on this side. And I was like, what is this reference? What the fuck?
Yeah.
What's he looking at? You don't want to gamble? Main character spot. Yagami. MC. Oh. Follow the voice of God. He's so smart. Why teacher looking at him as if God himself is speaking right now? Then the blessings of the sea will become bountiful and there will be no storms. Listen to God. Follow God and there will be peace. Whoa, 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 whoa. Crimes. Damn, what the fuck? Do they actually do this in Japan? Not the crimes. I'm not. Of course, crimes happen, but like publicly announce it. I don't know if that's a good idea to like publicly announce, you know, to the masses. I'm like, oh my god, this person died. Oh my god, that person died. Yikes. Bald? Bald? I see bald. Does bro have Akainu's mindset from One Piece? Absolute justice. Even just like his overall attitude towards listening to the crimes, it sounds like he's like, yup, them monkeys fucking up again. Ryuk and Yagami. You know what? True. This world is rotten. Why is it rotten? Because humans exist. And humans are cruel sinners. There's a lot of capability to do good, but man, there's a lot of capability to do bad. Our entire existence is a fucking flaw in the system. That's why the world is rotten. And that's why nothing will ever get better, bro. I talk about this in the other, you know, videos too, whenever philosophies like this is challenged, where people try to solve this with absolutes, right? If you have like a dictator that's able to just like clean out the house, then it's gonna be perfect forever. But again, absolute solutions depend on one person to be perfect all the time. And that itself is a flaw because human beings are imperfect creatures. So while it sounds good in the short term, long term, absolute solutions actually creates even more problems. So then what's the fucking solution then, right? Well, here's the thing. If we had a solution, why do you think that crime and all these problems still happen? The solution is there is no solution. And we pick the lesser of two evils and try to just have something that's working while trying to mitigate as much damage as possible. Now, I personally think we should have an emperor. I think we should have a supreme ruler dictator that is competent, that has the capability of being perfect, can identify problems and swiftly clean out the corruption and just deliver justice. But at the same time, give that person a limited amount of time to handle it. Because again, everything depends on that one person now, and he's gonna fuck up. Therefore, we need a separate democratic republic that has a system in place in which it can replace that emperor. Basically, we need both. I need a god emperor that can swiftly just handle such decisive, decisions, can do what, he can make the hard choices that no one else will do because it's all fucked up. But then don't let that person rule forever. Have then a system and a group of people that can uphold these principles and try to get that going for a long time. But that group of people will eventually get corrupt because humans are involved. And then we need another emperor. We need a dictator, another emperor to come in and clean out that corruption when that happens and rinse and repeat. Theoretically, that is what I think should happen. But again, you guys keep saying it's the Roman Republic, about Roman. I know nothing about the Roman history. These are just the ramblings of a pseudo intellect that has no actual knowledge or any sort of credentials to be even speaking of New World Order. But I'm just saying, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance and I'll do something.
Another is the extinction of many species are becoming.
What does this guy speak in English when this is speaking in English then?
Another noticeable consequence is the extinction of many.
It's just English. I just assume he'd be speaking Japanese in a broken accent then.
Many species of life on the planet. Species are becoming extinct has occurred.
Death Note! It just fell. Death Note. Okay. Yo, go pick that shit up. This is a very familiar soundtrack. I feel like a lot of people use this, soundtrack in the back. Where have I heard this? Like random YouTube videos, anime tubers using this in the background. You hear that? When he touched it. Whoa.
Death Note.
It pisses me off that everything is in capital letters except the T. My OCD is acting out right now. But at the same time, maybe this is supposed to be symbolic because the T is supposed to be like a cross. You know what I mean?
Death Note.
Death Note.
直訳で死のノート。
How to use it. Oh, there's rules. They die. Ooh. No, go, wait. The human whose name is written in this note shall die. This note will not take effect unless something has the person's face in their mind, and then it gets cut off again. His or her name, therefore people cut off again, same name will not be affected. Well, that's kind of clever. They actually thought about alright, what if people have the same name? So you need to know what the person looks like and the name so that you don't accidentally kill the same person. The person that has a different name, same name but different person.
このノートに名前を書かれた人間は死ぬ。くだらない。病んでるな。
Bro, you gonna just leave it?
不幸の手紙から。
Yo, the girls love it. Oh my god, it's Yagami! He's so hot!
不幸の手紙から 全然進歩しちゃいない。書かれた人間は死ぬだ。
Try it, bro. You never know. I mean, I'd be too curious. I'd take it home.
どうかして
What the fuck is bro looking at in the background? Is he also saying, wow, that boy is hot? No, no, no. He's just looking at his kid down below.
まったくどうかしてるな。僕も
Oh, he took it.
各人物の顔が頭に入
You need a
ゆえに
face.
同姓同名の人は得られない
Name and face.
名前の後に人間界単位で40秒以内にになる。
40
書かなけれ
seconds.
ば気になる。
Okay.
死因を書くとさらに6分40秒。詳しい死の状況を書くとさ
After writing the cause of death in the next 6 minutes and 40. What random intervals? Because 6 minutes is what? 360 seconds? And then 40 seconds on top of that is 400 seconds? Is this arbitrary numbers? I don't know, but default heart attack, but you can describe how they died too.
詳しい死の状況を記載する時間が与えられる。
Okay.
楽にし、いたずらもここまで手が込んでくると。
Try it,
ま
bro.
あまあかな。
It's gonna work. Such an interesting system. It's got some like very well thought out like rule sets.
名前を
4 is she. Shinigami. Death. 400. 40. Okay. And is that why the Japanese are so scared of the number 4? 444? Isn't that like a really unlucky name? That kind of makes more sense.
名前を書くと死ぬ。
Try it, bro. Who we gonna kill first? Some random criminals on TV? They keep announcing the names.
待てよ。
Oh.
万が一本当に死んだら僕は殺人犯か。
Yeah. Well, I mean, you didn't kill them though. The Notebook killed them. I mean, you made the Notebook kill it. You know? I mean, it's like you have a train track, you know, and there's like a hostage, and you have the switch. You can turn the switch, and you can keep that person alive, or you can turn the switch and you can kill that person. You didn't kill them specifically directly, but you were in the act and the train killed it. You allowed the train to kill it, so yes, you are a murderer.
まさかな。そんなわけあるはずない。
昨日なお幼児と保育士8人を人質
Shh,
に
they
保育
can-
園に立てこもっております。
Okay, I think everyone can agree right now that the person who killed 6 people in broad daylight, who has now taken hostages in the daycare, he probably deserves to die, right? I don't think that's a very hot take.
職42歳
Unemployed, get a
を
job!
開始する模様です。
Dude, we got a name and a face now. Oh shit, we're doing this. We're doing this.
40秒で心臓麻痺。
Okay, 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 okay.
いません。
Oh shit, it's gonna work? What if it doesn't work?
以上、現場からお伝えしました。
ありがとうございました。いかがでしょう、橋本。
40 seconds?
やっ
Past?
ぱりま
Wait, 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 wait.
ちょっと待ってください。動きがあったようです。
人質が出てきました。
Yo!
今、機動隊が突入。
He did it!
逮捕でしょうか。
No, he's dead.
情報が入りました。犯人は保育園内で死亡。犯人は死亡した模様です。
I mean, it shouldn't be that shocking, right? I mean, the whole premise of this is Death Note, right? Like, what it's not gonna work, then it's like a scam note instead? Okay, it works!
機動隊は射殺したのではないと強調しております。
How did he die? Autopsy, autopsy. Heart attack?
人質の証言では犯人は突然倒れたと話。
Yo, you killed a person, man. There's no going back. Like, I know that, like, you know, he probably still deserves to die, but at the same time, it's like, damn, you gotta live with this now. You have the weight of a life that you took on your hand now. That's a high school kid. That would probably kind of fuck me up. I think it would fuck a lot of people up. No matter how edgy and chuny you may think you are, no matter what kind of person they may have actually been, no matter how deserving they are, the value of like the weight of a life still, that's heavy.
いや
I love the TV. It's a CRT. This anime is like set in the fucking 90s, bro. Lights.
もう6時半になるわよ。
Yagami
今
Light.
日は塾の
今支度していると
Bro's name is Light? Is he also L then? There's a character named L in this show, right? I don't know. L is the first letter of light. Anyways, bro's name is Light. Is this opponent gonna be called Dark? Like that's pretty edgy.
Death Note.
Like there's something like symbolic about his name too. I don't know what Yagami means, but like light. He's supposed to be like the light of this world, like Mr. Justice, person who kills bad people, and he is like the symbol of hope, light. Light is Yagami backwards? What? Migaya? I'm not saying Yagami backwards. I'm reading out the syllables backwards. I'm not gonna read Yagami backwards. Fuck you.
そうなるとやはり犯罪者大物でもまずい。たとえしばらく隠される可能性がある。
Who next?
すぐに結果が欲しい。
Cram School?
2000円でいいから貸してよ。
Bullies!
殺してみる。
Cram School Bully? Why don't we just take another dude from the TV? Cram School Bully is crazy. You know, like okay, whoa. Let's calm down for a second. I'm all for like, you know, delivering justice onto criminals who are taking the lives of innocent, but Cram School Bully?
Yeah. 身近な人間は
Yeah. Chill. Also, bro, you have the power to kill people anonymously. If you killed somebody at this cram school that you're a part of, you become a suspect. How could he possibly be caught? He can kill from the comfort of his own home. How could he possibly be caught? This is too overpowered. He is the ultimate keyboard warrior. Like, don't fuck this up, bro. Just chill out and go back home.
そんな気にすることも夏の一人や二人。
Nah, he getting
死んで
cocky.
も誰も。
Nah, he getting cocky with this. You gotta be careful.
明日合コンやるんだけど来ない？行く。
This is a bad plan. Suddenly, he's more irredeemable than the bullies who took his money. Spoiled little shitty kid who's mad at his mom that his mom isn't here to pick him up after cram school. Maybe he should die instead. Yo, Light's drip is immaculate.
こうなるとドイツの方が世の中のためになるやつばかりに見える。
This is a dangerous mentality, though. I do a society a favor by killing them, and you know what? Is he wrong? Well, I don't know about the cram school bullies, but like the criminals, yeah. But like, here's the thing, right? This kind of like absolute justice stuff, you get lost in the sauce because people think that they're actually doing good. And yeah, while it may seem like you're doing good right now, like human beings, they're able to like rationalize and justify whatever they do. So like the more that this goes on, like I wonder how loose he's gonna get with the killings, man. Like this is a dangerous, this is a very slippery slope going down. And that's like the most scary type of people, because they don't think that they're doing bad. Like people who genuinely think that they're heroes, vigilantes who take it upon themselves a bit too far. They think that they're doing like society a service. Therefore, they can justify all their actions, and it gets more and more extreme. And then you start losing you just get lost in the plot. The voice acting. He gave us his name. Again, bro's teeth is fucking crazy, bro. Yo, Takuo, you got some game. Look at those rings. I wonder if shades are enough. Like, he just gave us his name in his face, but what if he only gave us his name and had the shades on? Would that be enough to prevent the death note from working? What about a wig, you know? A hat? I wonder what the limitations of it is. Like, does it need to be clear face or not? Shibutaku. Yo, Light. Maybe him? Light, go help him. Oh my god! In front of the 7-Eleven? This is crazy. This is fucking crazy. Like, listen. I'm not advocating for their actions, but I'm just saying, like, don't you think you should take her like back alley? This is weird that I'm even trying to optimize, you know, their like workflow. But like, you gonna do this in front of the 7-Eleven? Oh my god! Like, do something. Here we go. All the different variations. Okay, he was. I thought he really went inside and decided to read some lolicon manga. No. He is super sweaty. Every variations of his name. He's testing it, right? Oh! Did he write that in detail? Yeah. The One Piece! The Death Note is real! I guess he actually said Truck-kun will kill Taku. Okay. Bro's killed 2 people now. Oh, he didn't kill 2 people. 1 person died from a heart attack, natural causes. The other person got isekai by a truck. Nah. Fuck that truck driver, bro. I feel bad for the truck driver. Imagine being a truck driver and now you're traumatized that like you killed a person on a bike. That's messed up. Goddamn lights. Ryuk, what are you doing? I'm gonna guess that the Death Note is the Shinigamis. There's no way Ryuk is looking bored and Light is looking bored. Suddenly a book just drops from the heavens? And now he's saying, I better get going? Is he tempting Light? Basically, he's like, there's this kid. I'm gonna give him this book. Let's see what these human monkeys do kind of deal. More rules that we already know. Name and face. Crazy designs. Got a cool earring too. I dropped my Death Note. Second Death Note? He's got 2? He's got 2? Whoa. Alright. Bro's dropping in. So maybe every Shinigami has a Death Note, but Ryuk definitely does. And based on what they were saying, he actually has 2 Death Notes. So the one that Light has is just one of 2. Wonder what the humans see. I mean, he's a god of death. I'm sure he can figure out, you know, to hide his presence. Hello, mother. I'm back killing another person. National mock exams. Perfect scores? Elite. Okay. Bro's locked in. University prep. I want absolute justice over the world. The mom feels very chill. Obviously very obsessed with, you know, her kid's results because that's what's going to get him a good job, you know, and a good life. But okay, seemingly caring parents. The Death Note. Oh shit. Damn! Yo, chill the fuck out! Aren't we? Whoa. We were really like slowly getting into it. Dude, you writing down fucking essays of names. Oh my god. Dude, he's popping off. It's such an evil laugh. How does he laugh in English, bro? Dude, he's fucking popping off.
You've taken quite a liking to it.
Whoa! Oh, back to Japanese stuff. Ryuk is here. Oh, that Ryuk's English voice is pretty good though. Hello?
なぜそんなに驚く
Why?
そのノートの落とし主死に
Look at yourself, bro. I guess a Shinigami wouldn't really understand how a human's feeling, bro. Dude, how would I not be shocked?
死神のリュークださっきの様子だただのノートじゃないって分かってるんだ
Yeah, that's right. It's a death note, not a regular note.
死神か
Regained
驚い
aura.
てないよリュウク
Regained all his aura back. I mean, yeah, I mean, if you have a notebook that can kill people, then I don't think it's that hard to believe that, like, oh yeah, a death god for a death note? Sure, alright, let's play ball.
驚いてないよリュウクいや
Got a cool little
待
earring.
ってた
Okay, he's just making that shit up. Okay. He just made that shit up at the end. At last, my minion, you are here.
僕はすでに死神のノートを現実だと疑していろんなことを直視
It's
する
real
ことで
deal.
ます
なるほどなお前には驚かされるぜノートが人間界に出回った話は
I don't know if it's the same generation right now, but maybe other people other than Light right now in this world do have the Death Note.
たった5日でここまでやったのはお前
Hey, he
が初め
popping
てだ
off. He just spamming that
涙ビビって
shit.
ここまで
覚悟はで
Yeah, that's the thing, bro. That's most people. My man Yagami Light is so fucking locked in and is so edgy. He's like, this is child's work, bro. I've been wishing for a power like this.
覚悟はできてるよリュウク
My resolve is
僕
made.
は死神のノートを若死神が来た僕はどうなる
I don't know.
魂を取られるのか
What are you gonna do, bro?
人間の作った勝手なイメージか
What are you here for?
俺はお前に
Why he got Michael Jackson nose?
人間界の地に着いた時点でノートは人間界のものにさも
It's yours now,
お
bro.
前の
Okay.
もの
いらなきゃ他の人間に回せその時はお前の出せてもらう
Whoa, more mechanics.
じゃあ
Memories? So transfer of ownership is possible, but memories are erased. They're already laying down like the foundations. It's really interesting. There's a lot of like intricate rules that the author has thought about in order to avoid plot holes and stuff like that. But this memory mechanic now, that's probably going to be super important.
ノートを使った代償って何もないんだな
強いて言えば
What's the catch?
訪れない苦悩や恐怖そしてお前が死んだ時
Yeah?
俺がお前の名前をとになるが
Whoa.
デスノートを使った人間がと思うな
Motherfucker, maybe you should have told me about this. We got scammed. What the hell? What the hell? Bro, you can't just. What? This is like irreversible. Like I can't. Like, am I gonna rot in like I'm not even hell or heaven? I just eternally suffer forever, just like in limbo. Like what the fuck? What, dude? You should. Nah, this some bullshit, bro. But he also has one too, right? He has his own Death Note. Obviously, Ryuk has. Where did he even get a second pair of Death Note from? Maybe everyone has two? I don't know. But it's really cool that he has like this skull embroidery design. And he's gonna write his name at the end, huh? When you die, I write your shit, and you are forever gonna be just locked in purgatory.
書くことになるがデスノートを使った人間が天国へな
Well then, that's kind of heavy. No catch, huh? That's a lot of catch.
死んで
We'll get over that bridge. We don't have to worry about that now. But I mean, it's too late, right? No point worrying about it. It's already too late. We've already gone, past the point of no return. Let's just have fun with it then. Fuck it.
だ出てみろ
Yeah? Are you sure?
何
リンゴ持ってきたわよ。
Apples.
何こんな暗くして。
どういうことだ
She can't see
母さ
him.
んには見えていないのか
Okay.
そのノートものだそれを使うことになったお前だけことができる
Another
も
rule.
ちろん声もお前にしか聞こえない
Okay.
いわばデスノートは
But they would see a floating apple. Yeah, we're going the forbidden apple theory like from ReZero. Apples are bad sign, bro. But like, I'm assuming people would still see an apple floating in the air even if they can't see Ryuk. Only the owners of the Death Notes can see a Shinigami. Okay. The apple, bro. Yeah. He loves it. Oh, he fucking goblin that shit, bro. He just deep throating them apples. Is apples in the Shinigami realm sucks?
Juicy.
Juicy! I thought he did. I thought there were some scenes in the intro where Ryuk was observing Light and thought that this kid's personality is perfect to, I guess, use my Death Note, but maybe I was overlooking things. Because like he was like staring off into the distance and Light was also staring off in the distance and they were kind of like mirroring each other, but I guess not. It was just random. Alright. Okay. I don't know. He just wants content. He just wants content. Yeah, that's like a, you know, immortal being, right? They're just bored of their minds, bro. Fucking entertain me, monkey. Come on, play with the Death Note. Do something for me. Yeah, that's kind of funny. This human monkey thinks that there's some greater like reason and purpose of why he got the Death Note, and that he's going to become god of this world and bring salvation. It's deep meaning. While the god is like, I'm bored. I got nothing else to do, bro. Show me something fun. And I think this also like shows like how, you know how human beings try to like make a bigger deal of stuff that doesn't actually have a meaning? As in like, he thinks there's like a greater purpose, that he's the chosen one, that he's destined for this. But like, we realize how insignificant we really are at the end of the day. Because this god is just, it's just out of a whim, it's for fun, and he's like, oh, I am the chosen one. They're just retired. They're a bunch of retired unks sleeping and gambling. They're shaming them for working as a death god. I mean, if they didn't work as a death god, I guess a lot of people are still alive then because the death gods are getting lazy. I don't fucking know. Loser. You can't kill other Shinigamis. It's more fun to watch people die if they're in closer proximity. He would, if he could, kill the other Shinigamis for fun. I mean, yeah, they're death gods, right? Okay, alright. It's funny listening to the logic of a god. Yeah, he's spamming. Testing. Wow. Okay. Yeah, this is how he fucks up. Human greed, human pride, man. You have this absolute power to do whatever you want in the comfort of your own room. But he wants the world to know of his existence. You fucking idiot. That's the thing, man. Our human monkey brains, man. It doesn't matter how busted. And I think that's actually makes a lot of sense, right? And I'm sure, you know, he's gonna get... I mean, I expect him to get caught. I don't really see this show ending with like him getting away with it. That'd be kind of like a bad message, but it also kind of like makes sense that someone with a godlike power like this can still fuck up, because at the end of the day, it's a human using it. And because humans are selfish, corrupt creatures, they're egotistical. Their pride won't let them just chill out and do their bidding. You know, it's like, this is why he's gonna fuck it up. Ryuk loves this. He wants to be God. He wants to be all important. That's right. You murderer. Is he happy? Human life shouldn't be taken so lightly. 3 days later. It's an entire fucking book of just names all fucking in. My dictator plan will also won't work? No. My dictator plan absolutely would work. Because here's the thing again. My system is there wouldn't be someone like Light in charge. Or at least it's going to be someone that is going to be like near perfect. Someone that can identify core issues and deliver, swift justice, no matter how fucked up you may think. But here's the thing. I do think that like if Light simply killed all of the criminals and he just did that, great. But then he's going to start fucking around. And that's what I'm saying. A separate system in a party, a group of people can maintain that as long as it can until that goes wrong and then someone else comes in and steps in. How am I going to find someone that perfect? Why the fuck are you asking me this, retard? I'm just telling you a system. You need me to fucking describe to you the exact way that we recruit people? Jesus Christ, I'm sure someone competent and charismatic enough will show up and start speaking and having speeches, and in order to compel people and actually show through their fucking results and actions that this is possible. How do we find fucking real like leaders, bro? Like, what are you talking about? Listen, this is all theoretical shit. And if Light simply could just stick to his job, right? If he could just simply stick to his job and not get power tripping. Listen, the Emperor system basically works until you start power tripping. And the system exists to step in once the power tripping starts. You're assuming that this person can just do whatever the fuck he wants without anyone else taking them accountable. That's not what I'm talking about. We need, again, a system in which an emperor is free to do what he wants, but also a system that can like take accountability for that and step in if he's fucking wilding out. But that's the difficult thing. How do you give one side more power to basically, override the other when the system relies on one person doing everything perfectly until, signs of corruption starts to happen and then a group of people step in? You know what I mean? AI? I don't know if ChatGPT is a good idea. I don't think you could really reason with AI. Like an AI would kind of be scary, bro. But at the end of the day, again, the more that you try to chase perfection, the worse it's gonna get. Because like, it sounds all good, but it's all gonna get wrong. So maybe at the end of the day, this like shitty ass system that we have right now is the best system we have. That's it. We're fucked. And that's why we don't have a solution. That's why throughout all the civilization, we're still stuck with this system that just sucks because we are limited as a species. Oh shit, double downing! That's right, I am God! He's not wrong, right? I think like, as long as you're killing all these criminals, but here's the thing. I think that we had this logic in Fate Zero as well. Remember Kiritsugu? Well, Kiritsugu's logic was a bit different, but I think the math still kind of makes sense because the math is this, right? The math is, I'm going to save the greater majority and sacrifice the smaller minority. Okay, so you have 100 people, you sacrifice 49 to save 51. And then you keep doing that over and over again. But here's the thing. You're gonna be left with nothing. You're literally gonna be nothing. And rotten people deserve to die, but later on, you're gonna start like power tripping, and anyone that fucks up slightly, you will just kill. And that's the thing. You need to like be able to understand that people can make mistakes. Now, if someone killed 6 people in public and then took a daycare hostage, I don't think there's any redemption there. We can all agree that person probably deserves to die. But at some point, you have to realize that people are capable of making mistakes and they can atone for their sins and try to be better. But if you don't even give people a chance to do that, you start just killing people off of one mistake and that's done, right? And then basically you kill everybody because everybody's gonna make a mistake. I'm sure even Like is gonna make a mistake too, huh? It's tricky. It's a very tricky situation. What kind of criminals? We're talking about criminals that's gonna take a daycare hostage. I'm not talking about shoplifters, right? Like, oh, this person jaywalked. Let's kill him. That's crazy, right? So we need to have some sort of threshold of like, if you actually like kill somebody, a life for a life, do you think that's fair? I think a life for a life. I think it's reasonable to assume that it is fair, right? If someone kills somebody, should they be punished with their own life too? A lot of people will say no, because sometimes, due to certain circumstances, that person may not been in the right fucking mental state. They're fucking crazy, and if they have the right sort of rehab, that they can be a better person, and there's redemption for that person. That's a very idealistic and naive way to look for it, right? I don't know. Self-defense, again, context matters, right? If you are like murdering, if you are like maliciously killing people, that's why like case by case, like context matters. And the more that you try to like stroke everything with a broad brush and generalize of you're a sinner, you must die, then like you will rule over nothing. Everybody will be dead because everyone will be a sinner in Light's own judgment without him realizing that he himself probably is a sinner by his own judgment if there was some other character just like Light. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Light himself at the end of the day later, if he could I don't know. It'd be interesting to see, like, compare this current Light and like near the end of the anime Light and see, would this current Light see the end of Light like later future Light in a different way? I don't know. Yeah, that's why it's so tricky, and that's why like ethics and morals, it's such a heavily debated topic, because there is no solution. It's all like muddy, and we try to like understand stuff case by case with so many different circumstances. But so far, what he's saying, rotten people deserve to die, I agree. But like, where are we gonna go? You know, that's gonna be the interesting thing, because it all starts so idealistic and pure. All these criminals, all these people who are beyond redemption deserve to die. Okay, sounds good. How does he fuck up though? I gotta do it. Panasonic. Oh, the soundtrack. Me! Only I can do it! I think he is trying to convince himself, right? He's totally convincing himself that like, I need to do this. No one else can do this. Only I have the conviction. Only I have the intellect. I must step up. So your monkey brain, the human monkey brain, basically tries to like rationalize and justify, right? There's like a cognitive dissonance happening where you know it's wrong. The entire thing, he was in the alleyway saying, this is wrong. This is fucking wrong. Like taking life is bad. Or I am God's chosen soldier. Only my entire existence is for this one moment, right? Our monkey brains will try to like rationalize all these like dissonance in our head by gaslighting ourselves, and then you'll start to believe it. Then you'll be like, yup, it's all meant to be. This is fate, this is destiny. I have to do this. Woo! This is such an epic soundtrack playing right now. And the NPCs in the background are so bored and sleeping, and this girl's just looking at Light and be like, what the fuck is bro monologuing in his head about, man? Dead! I've seen edits of this though. I have seen memes of this where bro is just fucking writing on the table. Like, it's so funny. Woo! The camera work is so hype. It's so epic. Damn. Damn, the soundtrack is hype. And this is why never like take animes that don't have hype action scenes and justify their lack of direction and say this is why it just needs to be static. Do you see any Sakuga fighting happening right now? No. Yet the camera work is crazy. The overall movement of the camera perspectives and the overly dramatic writing and the soundtrack at the same time, it just gives this simple scene of a guy writing in a book so much aura. God. He just fucking writing, bro. What if his mom was a criminal? What if his dad was a criminal? Could he do that? That's gonna be interesting, right? Because it's easy to pass judgment onto randoms that you don't know about. But what if it's a close friend? Can he have the resolve to kill a family or friend? That's gonna be interesting to see. I personally think a really cool ending to this is this. Light basically like sentences the entire world to like his justice and kills all the criminals, but somehow he realizes that there is a flaw and that he himself is the flaw itself. So his final name that he writes is his own name. You know? Like he reveals his existence and it says, "It's me. I am the god. Goodbye." And then he goes off and boom. And it's just like, whoa. That was him, bro. He was the one. Bro's panting like he fucking ran a marathon. That's crazy, bro. He was just writing it. He's like, he stood up all night just fucking grinding. I mean, look at the names, bro. Look at the amount of names on this thing, man. Whoa, what? Hold up. While those guilty ones who truly deserve to be punished for the crimes would die of heart attacks. Like, okay, so like, we're talking about like daycare hostage people, right? Like people who go and shoot up people in broad daylight. Absolutely immediately done. But people who are immoral or harass others. What do you mean by that though, you know? Are we talking about like a little bit of like cram school bullying? We talking about like shoplifting or like jaywalking or like I forgot to pay the parking ticket, you know? Like are you gonna give them cancer and for them to slowly die out? Like what do you and the definition of immoral too, right? Who decides what is truly immoral? You know what I mean? That's the difficult thing. Everyone has a different tolerance system in what they deem to be bad. So again, when you have just one person deciding all this shit, it gets tricky, man. It gets really tricky. Soundtrack though. Only good people would exist, right? That's right. And in theory, he's right. In theory, this sounds good. Let's kill all the bad people. Let's make people scared that like there is this god delivering justice onto criminals. So now everyone will be good people and only good people will forever exist. Ta-da! The world is saved. But like, that may work with a better species than humans. But I think that like, because of the nature of humans and how fucking imperfect we are and how irrational we are, man, they're never gonna end, man. The amount of like quote unquote bad people that light deems to be, they're never gonna end. Ryuk is right. No, Ryuk, what he just said was so true. You kill everybody, then you'll be the only fucked up person there. And it's hard to assess what Ryuk is thinking because he just has this look of bafflement the entire time. You know, there is no regular human character or acting expression happening, so I don't know what he's thinking. But I wonder if he's thinking in his head that like, oh, this kid is crazy. Like this face here is like a look of shock of like damn, like you believe in this shit, huh? Like you really think that you're like a soldier of God and like you are the only one that can do this. Live Ryuk reaction. The savior. The new world. Ryuk is twitching again. He's realizing this is the best content. He just discovered a brand new YouTube channel with thousands of videos in the backlog that he can enjoy. He's like, oh my god, I found the one. This is it. Damn. To be continued. And that's the first episode. that was a very great first episode to introduce us into this world of Death Note, our main protagonist Light, and how human beings, while they try to achieve for perfection and absolutes, that itself is the problem. Because, right? I think we can all agree the criminals that Light sentenced to death, they don't really have any purpose to society. They're not gonna redeem themselves. They're beyond redemption. And killing them, probably nothing of value is lost. In fact, only good can happen. You know, that we got rid of the scum. And that's the interesting part, where there's a lot of like partial truths where we can definitely agree with Light, but at the same time, this is gonna get messy. Where is the distinction of what is really a bad person? Do you have to kill a person? What about an attempted murder, right? And context matters too, right? When he said, all these convicts and criminals, they're just gonna die immediately of a heart attack. But like the immoral ones or the people who harass others, I will slowly let them die. That's kind of insane to say. Like this cram school bully for a second too, right? This cram school bully, should he be sentenced to death because, you know, he was taking money from this, you know, kid? That's kind of a crazy conclusion. But in this small context, I think it's so funny how we immediately think that the bully is a bad guy, or obviously just extorting money out of, you know, the glasses kid. But what do we see at the end? When the cram school is over, the glasses kid comes out and starts saying, fuck that stupid ass mom. She ain't even here to pick me up, dumbass bitch. You know what I mean? Suddenly the victim you thought was like a good person is kind of shitty too. Which portrays that there's many different sides of humans, and you can't just take one single instance and try to broadly just generalize something and say, you are beyond redemption. Yeah, kill them both? Maybe. But here's the thing. Then, where's the limit? Kill everybody. Kill, and then you're gonna start to get more looser and looser with the morals. And then you're gonna start just justifying killing everybody. And at the end of the day, Light's New World Order will literally just be him. It's only gonna be him. And there's no one else there, because at the end of the day, it is such a selfish and narcissistic and god complex like thing to assume that you are the only person that can do this. The really interesting thing again is the cognitive dissonance of how he is like, I just took a life, this is crazy. And then he pivots. He starts to say, no, this is it. This is the moment I've been waiting for. In order to come to terms with what he actually did, he justifies it in his own head saying, you know what? My life, it's a worthy sacrifice. I don't need to go to heaven or whatever. There doesn't need to be afterlife. I have this one chance to like basically save this world, and I will become the savior, and I'm doing the world justice. And that's the scariest part. The scariest part is people like Light who genuinely think that they're doing a good thing, and who can hold them accountable? Nobody, because he never for a second will think that he's doing a bad thing, because at the end of the day, it's for justice. And then Ryuk sees it all. Ryuk literally calls out Light and says, you're the only fucked up person that's gonna be left behind then, huh? I think he knows how this is all gonna unfold. And he just watching this ignorant, you know, human monkey it just kind of play out and it just, I guess, trip in this power fantasy. And we'll see where it goes on from here, man. That's it from me. If you're still here though, if you enjoyed this reaction, please like the video. Check out the other playlists for even more content. And until next time, take care.